Hi, I'm Dr. Sylvia Cerel-Suhl of Origami for Mind, and today we're going to be making the top. We'll start with making the folds of one module of the Tomiko Fuse origami box top. And then in our next video, we'll show how to put the modules together of a 4-module special box top created by Tomiko Fuse of Japan. Thank you. We'll start with one square. After we've picked our colors in an arrangement we find pleasing, we'll take the one square and put the color down, the white side up, put it horizontally towards our belly, and we'll first make a horizontal or book fold using a nice thumbnail guide for sharp, tight creases. We'll make our first book fold very carefully. First folds are really important because when we're making modular origami, exact, same-handed, crisp, precise folds are very important for the modules fitting together so that everything can fit tightly at the end. Fold number 2 is using that. Take your right hand and we're going to make a triangle from the right base, lifting the bottom right corner up to meet the inner line. So we'll have a triangle at the bottom right, and then we'll open it and we'll spin it so that we have the tips, top and bottom, with the right triangle on our right hand side. And now we're going to lift the tip to the top to make an incomplete triangle. And again, tip to the top, pull down from the top to make a smooth, even fold that completely covers the edges. And now our shape will look like this with just color on both sides. So it's a triangle with a straight line bite out of the back, a triangle with a smaller congruent triangle hidden inside. Now we're going to swirl that triangle around so that the point is towards our belly button, and we're going to actually, not yet, excuse me. We're going to do one more fold before we swirl it. We're going to lift one, but only one of the flaps of the top down towards our belly button, and we're going to bring the open edge, the white edge of the flap, so that it exactly touches what we can see through the pink, the pale surface that I have here. But where the edge of the inner, smaller triangle is, we're going to bring that triangle lying along that edge as we bring the tip of the top back to touch the bottom or the base of the triangle. So we have a neat horizontal line parallel to the base when it's open. And it divides it into colored triangle, white triangle, and colored triangle, looking like this. And then we're going to swirl it around. We'll flip that triangle back down. That was just a guide fold. And now we're going to make a series of guide folds. So it will look like this with the tips together again towards our belly and the top big horizontal line away from us. We'll take the tiny acute point and bring it across the whole triangle while holding the triangle shape down, and bring it across to the right angle. And just touch the right angle so that we're dividing in half the long line. We're going to make a tight crease. This is again a guide fold. So we're creasing it in half and then opening it. And our next fold is going to be bringing this edge up to what you might call a knife in a napkin, my niece calls it, so that you see where it might look like a little sailboat. You're going to bring the bottom edge up to the top triangle edge. You're going to bring that up tightly so that the horizontal edges come to touch each other but don't cover the top triangle. You'll bring that across, and again make a tight guide fold, bring it back down. Open it again, and then our last guide fold is holding, very carefully holding the two colored sides together, we will bring this edge, the longest side of the triangle, bringing that over to this open corner, to the straight line where that intersects the angled line, or also where you might see where the triangle is tucked on the inside. So we're going to bring it in parallel across so that we have, again, a triangle with sort of a boat shape. And this, again, this fold is the one that will stay, and we're only making the pleat to where we reach a triangular fold. A close-up here would be really helpful. If you could bring that in. We're just bringing this fold in. This is where we create our module. So we bring the fold in, and right now this is a mountain fold and this is a valley fold where we've created our guide folds for what's going to be the outer edge of the box. And as we bring that in, we will then flip this down. So now we have a square matching our inner overlapping squares, and a triangle, which we will use later when we assemble our modules. And we crimp the corner to get our two outer edges of one of our four modules for the box. And that is one of the four modules of a Tomiko Fuse modular box. Thank you. We'll do it again, and then we'll put them together once we have four.